Hello. Hi everyone. I'm here. I'm just adjusting, so give me a second here. Okay. I think we might be good. Let me know if you can see me okay on Instagram, Facebook. I'm just checking one more thing on Instagram. I think that's better. All right, let's try this. Okay. There we go. Okay, here we are live, ready to go. It's Wednesday night, I'm back. Let me check and see who's here. If you are here, go ahead and check in, tell me hello. Let's see. Hi, late. Okay, hi, Michelle. All right, oh, good. Okay, we've got Miriam. All right, so we're on our own tonight. Nikki's not here, I miss her already. But we're gonna make it happen. So, let's see. Okay. We're just checking the Facebook. And here we are. Okay, good. We got it. All right, so we have Abby and Michelle and Heather. Okay. Good. All right, let me know how the connection is. Today the internet was a little wonky. It's kind of freezing and going in and out. So if for some reason I disappear, just hang tight. I will reload and start again, and then you just refresh. All right, if it cuts out for some strange reason. But tonight we're gonna have some fun. Hi Genevieve. Hi Nikki. Okay, Nikki, you have to tell me if I've got this right. Say, okay, move it a little to the left, a little to the right. So, yeah, you can be here, but you're not here. And I really miss you so much already. But we will get through this. This is a weird time for everyone, and we're going to make it through. So, tonight we're going to look at the mechanics of hip work, right? It's a review for some. It's a revisiting your technique for most of us. It's good for every level, just to get inside and see, all right, this muscle does this, and this does this, and this is how you do this, right? So I thought this would be a great thing to start, because I haven't seen you for a week. I had some headache issues. I had another appointment. It's getting a little nuts right now, but I'm going to hang in there as long as I can. So let me start the music and we'll get our warm-up going, okay? Let's see what we've got here. All right. Yes. Okay. I see, and I'm looking. I have to keep coming up here. Oh, hi, Susan. All right, good. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. We're going to listen to Frank Lazaro and Middle-Earth, their Lavender album, which I haven't played in a while. I really love this album. So, Lavender by Middle-Earth. And we're going to try this. Let me know how the music sounds. Okay? Alright, so we're going to roll big arms and shoulders. And I'm just going to keep going back and forth to look at comments. All right. Okay, so far so good. Big rolls, arms and shoulders. And forward. Now alternate the arms. Big circles. Front. Tighten up your hips and twist. So we're waking up abdominals. Should feel good. Now reach long. Side. And down the side of your leg. Just get the torso moving all different directions. Oh, yo. Now take a big hip circle. Good, nice and wide. Bend your knees, reverse it. Nice big one. And a twist. One hip forward, one hip back. Keep your feet straight ahead. Unlock your knees. And a little quicker now. Slow it down. Now shift your hips. Right, left, right, left. Push to the side. Side, 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 side. And twist again. Twist, 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 twist. Side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Twist. And shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And twist. One more time. And twist. Good. Now, straight knees, a little shimmy action. Shimmy, shimmy. Yeah. Leave it loose. Let everything flop around. Hips flopping, thighs flopping. Feels so good. Try some wrist circles or hand circles. Bring it up. Bring it down. Bring it up. Nice smooth shimmy. Relax your legs. Feel it loose. Sometimes the shimmy gets tight and you muscle it through. And it gets very rough and very too hard. Keep it soft, keep it smooth, and keep it relaxed. Let go of your thigh muscles. Just let them go. Of course, they're working a little bit, but you don't want to squeeze them. Keep it loose and floppy. All right, there we go. Okay, let me just check in and see how we're doing. Okay. We're good. We're good over there. I'm going to stand over here because my nostrils will be huge otherwise. Okay. Oh, Kristen, hi. I'm going to see you in the morning. And Brenda's here. Hello, hello. Good to see you all. All right, so the warm-up we did are 2 of the first techniques for mechanics of hip work. So let me talk for a second. I'm going to shut down the music for now. All right, so we're going to look at our abdominals, okay? Your abs move your hips. Yes, they do. There's all kinds of things that move your hips. And I see more comments. Oh, good. Oh, yeah, Miriam. All right, so you've got, I think you have Instagram and Facebook, right? I think so, yeah. Yes, you do. Okay, good. Yay. So your abs can move your hips. Your glute muscles, your bum can move your hips. Your legs can move your hips. So we're going to look at all the things and just go through a list of things and how to move your hips. and then put them together a little bit. All right, so when we first warmed up, we were doing this twist move, right? And this is a real basic belly dance move, and we do it a lot, but the mechanics sometimes get confused. So this one technically is supposed to be done with your abs and a little bit of accent with your butt muscle, with your glute muscle. So you have a whole package of glutes on either side, right? They're some of the biggest muscles in your body. They're super strong, so they can do a ton of things. So we might as well put them to work, right? So let's go, girls. Let's go. So ab muscles. We're looking at your diagonal obliques right inside here, your external obliques on the side. So you've got a nice package of them inside here, and you can contract them side to side, and that's where we're going to start. You're going to move your hips with your abs. So pick a side. I'm starting on my right, and you're going to contract. When you contract a muscle, it pulls that part of the body, right? So we're going to contract and move that hip to the back, and then we're going to contract the other side and move it back. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So as one side goes back, you can see the other side goes forward, right? So if you want to get a little accent, which you can do, and this, as we build on techniques, it'll get more and more intermediate and into advanced, all right? So starting with the basics, pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back. But you can also push forward at the same time. So if I've got my right oblique pulling back, I can take my left glute and squeeze it and push it forward. So I can add a little snap to it. So I can go 1, 2, 1. You can see it, right? I hope you can see it. Yes, I can see it. You can see it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So I've added a little snap with my glute muscle. At the same time, I'm pulling back my oblique. Now, yes, it's a challenge. If you're just getting going, where are these muscles, right? Trying to find them, and what we're doing, two things at the same time, it really gets confusing, but that's part of the fun, and that's part of the exploration of belly dance, is figuring out what's going on in here and what we can use in what way. It gets very exciting and very interesting if you want to delve into the body. So let's pull back. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Faster now. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2. Now slow it down. Now if you can, add the glute squeeze on the opposite side. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and quicker. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, pull and push at the same time. All right, so let's try that with a little bit of music, okay? And let's see. We'll move around with it a little bit, okay? So, let me see. Slow. We want something with a bit of a tempo. That's too fast. Oh, come on. Where are those songs when you need them? That's going to be the drum solo. Come on. Well, I thought this was going to be the perfect album, and it maybe isn't. I'm going to go back to the first song. Because the first song I know is really good. So, here we go. So we're going to start on tempo, squeezing, and then I'm going to have you shift weight. I'm going to have you walk, and I'm going to have you do a hip circle. Yes, we're going to do all those things. Okay, so here we go. Come on. Lay is good. There we go. All right, here we go. Now, you have a choice. You can hear that downbeat. You can hear it. So we'll go half time. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now you have a choice. You can pull back with the obliques and snap the hip, or just one or the other. I'm just going to do a little of this and a little of that. So you decide. Sometimes I'm going to snap, and then sometimes I'm just going to pull back. Widen your base, shift to one leg, shift to the other leg, circle. And it helps to keep your arms loose. If you just circle the wrist, it helps to relax your arms and remind your hands, oh yes, I'm not twisting, I'm just hanging out. Shift your hips, side, 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 side. Take it forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. You know what's next, right? We did two sides and a forward back, so you know me. Around circle. Forward side, back side, forward side, back side. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Around, 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 reverse, around. Twist, hold that slowly, circle. Are you going crazy? Relax your arms. This helps too. Put your arms up here. Get them out of the way. You can make your twist smaller. You maybe have a cramp, so take a break. Shift side. Alright, keep shifting. I'm going to look at comments just because. Alright, okay, we got it. Oh, hi, Zunabi. Nice to see you. Good. Alright, good. We got it. Side, side. Alright, now, pick up the foot. Pull the belly in. Twist and lift, twist and lift, twist and lift, twist and lift. Just a little twist and a pull the belly and a little lift of the hip. Side and side and side and lift and lift. Lift and front, 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 front. Twist and lift, twist and lift, twist and lift, twist and lift. Oh, that was fun. Wasn't that fun? Twisting is great fun. I love twisting. And just trust me on this one, the cramps go away. You build an endurance and you don't get cramps anymore, right? So it doesn't really matter. Unless you don't do the twist for a good month or two, you might get a cramp, but as long as you keep up with it a little bit, your muscles get used to it, you learn how to breathe, and you stop getting the cramps, right? So you kind of get them right here, underneath, around the rib cage area, one side or the other, and it's just an endurance thing. You just build and build and build. So rest, rub, breathe, start again, okay? All right, so now, let's see. We're going to, I'm refreshing my page because it looked a little bit stuck. All right, there we go. Okay, so now we have our glutes and our legs. All right, so that was how we can move our hips with part of our abs. All right, it's kind of, there's all kinds of things we can do, but that's one of my favorites. Take a wide stance and just shift your hip side to side. And there's a little weight shift that goes with it. All right, not all of you. So whenever we try to learn the principle of isolation. So when I'm talking about moving the hips, that's all that I want you to move. So in other words, you can see this, see all of me? You can shift all of you, all right? But what I would rather you do is we're going to move the hips. So think about the waist and the ribs and the chest and the shoulders and the head as floating in one spot. And the hip is shifting side to side like a pendulum, swinging, right, from a central point, right? So the central point is right here, and your hip is swinging like a pendulum, right and left. So you are shifting your weight, but if you look at your arms and hands, they're not moving, right? They're not going with you. They're going to stay still, right? So lift your ribs, Take your shoulders back and down and push side to side, side to side. And 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, so go inside your body and figure out what's making this happen. What's going on? All right, are the abs working? Yes, they are. Is your back working? Yes. Who's doing most of the work? Your legs. Legs are doing most of the work. You can feel the shift, and when you get here, just kind of give it a little extra push, right? Gets into the glute muscle, the thigh, hamstring, okay? Push, push, push. So I think it's really important to pay attention to the muscles and what they do, so you can learn about them and call upon them when you need them, right? So it's like, hello legs, let's do this. Push to the side, push, 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 push. All right, so this is super easy, okay? The hard part is isolating. So shift your weight, but don't shift your body. Only shift your hips. Take your arms out to second. Take them up to fifth. Drop your shoulders. Lift your ribs high. So this is just a really nice drill. It helps you learn or relearn to isolate a little better. Because you can look in the camera or look in the mirror, and if you see this happening, right, if you're shifting, say, wait a minute, hold yourself still in the center. Good. All right, so now, we've got the leg and the thigh, right, working here together, and then we're going to take that medial glute, right, the big one in the middle, and we're going to squeeze it, and we're going to add a snap to the hip. So squeeze one side, squeeze the other side. So tighten your thigh, your quad, your glute, and push, and push, and push, and push. So you add a snap, okay? One side at a time. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Depending on your journey, where you are, your snap may be really powerful, or it might barely be there. It might be just, I'm just trying, right? So you're just learning. It's okay. Just get acquainted, figure out where your glute muscle is, and then tighten it, but only on one side, and then the other. 1, 2, 1, 2. You should feel a reverb. So you can see on this side, see if I squeeze, do you see it? Squeeze, and then it kind of bounces. That's the reverb, because the muscle goes tight and then it kind of shakes a little bit. We want that, because that adds that little shake, right, that we're looking for. So squeeze and let the reverb happen. Better reverb. All right, keep going. And let's see. No, we got it. We got that, we got that. Okay, good. We're good. Is that, who's here? Barbara. Yay. Okay. Welcome, Barbara. Side, 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 side. Push, 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 push. Now you can do a wide base, like I am here. You can do a narrow base. And we're going to move into this to get some more isolated movements with our glute muscle. But for right now, we're going to shift the hip. Side, 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 side. Yes, good, good. You feel it in your abs too, right? Because your abs have to be a little firm to hold your chest up, right? They have to lift, and your upper back, and your arms. So everybody's working. It's just the glutes are doing most of the movement. Okay, all right, let me see if I have any questions. I don't have any. Good, okay, very good. So let's try. Do me a favor, I'm going to change the album to the first album by Middle-Earth. This one, I forgot, it's got a lot of slow on it, and I want something a little more peppy on it. So I'm going to switch the album, start squeezing, and just sort of drill yourself there, right? I'm going to come back in a second, and we'll get this going. Here we go. Okay. Now, this might be a little bit better. Okay. So we will move side, 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 side. 1, 2, and then we'll walk. And we'll walk. And then we'll pull in, and we're going to bring the feet in, and we're going to try to isolate the glute here. Up, 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 and see how that goes. Lots of things to do. Here we go. So we're going to start getting into directional hip movements, right? Not just moving the hip, but a certain direction, right? So what we had was side, side. Now we're going to look at up, 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 right? So we can go side, we can go up, side, and up. To do the up, you've got to get your feet closer. You have to contract your externals right here and suck in so that your hip goes up. You also have to contract your rectus abdominis in the center and pull yourself center so your hips can't, right? If you're contracted here, you can't go left and right. If you're relaxed, your hip will go easy, right? If you're pulled in, your hip is stuck in the middle, and that's what we want. So then when you squeeze and contract, the hip goes up and down. And that's where we are. Right? All right, arms in second. Big ab contraction. Bend your knees. Good bend in the knees. Now widen your base. Relax your stomach. Push your hips to the side. Yes, keep going. Keep moving. All right, we're still good. Side, 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 5, 6, 7. Now up, 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 up. Side. Up. Side. Good. Up. Side. And up. Now let's just try a quick change. So let's try 4. So side, 2, 3, 4, up, 2, 3. Side, 2, 3, 4, up, 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 up. Side, 2, 3, 4, up, 2, 3, 4. Side. Whoops. Did you see what I did? I stepped apart and went up. Yes, you can do that too. All right, let's do it again. I'll get myself up straight. Step wide. 1, 2, 3, 4. In and up. Out and side. In and up. Out and side. Up, 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 up. Side, 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 side. Up. So we mix abs. Now pull abs. Release. Pull. One more. Release. Pull in. And shimmy it out. Good job. Yay. That's a good one, yeah? It's a good one. Okay, let's see. All right. Okay, so now, let's look at directional hips, all right? So we've learned a little bit about how our obliques and stomach can move our hips, and a little bit about how our glute and leg can move our hips. So we're going to look at the directions that the hip can go. And what are we going to look at? Let me look at my list. I have this all planned out. All right, we're going to do, okay, yeah, we did a little bit, but we're going to make it a little more precise. Forward, back, out, in, up, down. Okay? So your hip can go all kinds of directions. So forward, back. We're going to take my left, whichever one you want. I'm going to do my left, which may be your right. On Facebook, it might be your left. On Instagram, it might be your right. I'm not exactly sure who switches it. But it's this hip right here. All right, so if you take it and you twist your obliques and you snap your glute and you twist forward. And then pull back. Forward, back. Forward, back. Forward, back. Forward, back. You need to be on the ball, all right? So my support leg is flat. My working leg is on the ball of the foot with the heel very close to the ground, right? Not right on the ground, not way up in the air, somewhere in the middle. So you can work on the ball of your foot so you have mobility. Push your hip, twist forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. Now, up, down. Push with your leg, squeeze with your glute, up. Now, drop, down, squeeze with your opposite glute, and that drops it down. So squeeze with the working glute, contract your obliques, push with the leg, up. Squeeze with the opposite glute, push down, down. down, up, down, up, down. Now be careful that you don't go up, down, up. Do you see what I'm doing? On my working leg, I'm standing up and I'm sitting down with my working leg, right? So I'm going up and down, right? I'm the little horse on the carousel, and that's not what we want. We just want the hip. So set your base leg, your support leg, in a spot that's bent, but don't change your height. Contract, oblique, glute, lift. Release it, contract the other side, drop. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Now go forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. Now use your leg, this is the easy one, out, in, out, in, out, in. Now, the in is the tricky one because you're not going to go out to the other side, right? You want to go out into center. So, out pushes with your leg. When you come in, contract your waist, pull into center and stop. Yeah, you may go over a little bit, but what we don't want is side, side. See, I'm way out past where I'm supposed to be. We want side, center instead of side, side when we're using one hip. So side, center. So push, contract, push, contract, push, contract, push, contract. Contracting here. Push out with the leg, shift the hip, now pull in with the waist. Out, in. And you might see your hip come up a little bit. Sometimes it does. All right. I have to go. Thank you. Okay, thank you, Brenda. Good. I'm glad you could join us for part of the time. So out, contract, out, contract, out, contract, out, contract. All right? So we have forward, back, forward, back. We have up, down, down. We have out, in, out, in. So many ways the hip can go. And you can see all the muscle combinations to do that. It gets quite complicated, but a fun type of complicated, right? Because, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. All right, so let's go forward, back, up, down, side, in. All right? Forward, back, up, down, out, in. So, glute, abs, glute, glute, leg, abs. I'm trying to remember, right, what goes with what. It's a big list, okay? So, forward, back, up, down, out, in. Forward, back, up, down, out, in. One more. Forward, back, up, down, out, in. Good. All right, hopefully it's kind of getting straight in your head. Let's see what happens over here on the other side, right? Because it should be a slightly different experience because there's a different brain connection to each side of your body. All right, so here we go. Forward, back. So get on the ball of your working leg, twist forward, push back. Forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, and 2, and 3, and 4. Up, glute squeeze, contraction of the waist, drop down, glute squeeze on the other side. Glute squeeze, lift, contract, drop down, glute squeeze other side. Lift, drop, lift, drop, lift, drop, lift, drop, up, and 2, and 3, and 4, and out, contract. You can see my stomach go in. Out, contract. I'm trying to pull into center. Try not to go so far, right? So out, contract, out, contract. Push, pull, push, pull, push, pull, push, pull, push, pull. Now let's do that whole drill. Forward, back, up, down, out, in. Other side. Here we go. Forward, back, up, down, out, in. Forward, back, up, down, out, in. And 1, and 2, and 3. And 1, and 2, and 3. And 1, and 2, and 3. Take a rest. 1, 1, 2, 3, and pause, and 1, and 2, and 3. One more, and 1, and 2, and 3, and pause. So you want to make it as crisp and precise as you possibly can. As you practice and get stronger, find more to do with your muscles, you get better and better and better. All of it is new and different and exciting up front, and it may or not be coordinated, and you might be, where is my glute anyway? What's in here, right? So we go through it all comes together, but this is I think this is one of the most fun classes, is really figuring out what does what, how the mechanics work. I love mechanics. Body mechanics, it's my favorite topic. Okay, so let's see, we got this one, refreshing, and here we are. Oh, good, all right, okay. So now, let's see, let's look at, forward, back. Oh yeah, okay, so let's look at using some of these steps in other steps. So there's a step called the pullback step. And I use it a lot. It's a great step, and it deals with the mechanics of moving your hip forward and back, right? So the first thing we did, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. But you put it into a step. So when you, let's see, when you do this step, pull back, you add a shift of weight. So rather than just front, back, these are the mechanics. This is what you're going to do. You're going to twist, squeeze your glute, and then you're going to pull back with your oblique, squeeze the other glute, bump, bump, twist, bump, 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 right, forward, back. But we're going to shift our weight. So on the forward, step on your front foot as you twist, front. And then on your back, pull back hard on the back foot. So step forward, pull back. So your weight shift is here, front, back, back. Twist forward on the front, pull back on the back, front and back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. So I'll show you from the side, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. Now try your best to make it a straight flat line, a horizontal flat line for forward and back, because a lot of times what happens is the back will be down. That's not wrong, you can do that, but I just want you to be straight for now. But I'll show you, it can be up, down, up, down, up, down. That's a version, right? It's a variation. So you want to learn the flat one first, and then you can do the others. So think about straight line, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. Yeah? Forward, back. Okay. So let's look at some music, and we'll just run around with this a little bit, see how it feels, okay? All right, here we go. Front, back, shift forward, shift back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. So the pullback, you can see it's very cool. It's an accent step, although you can travel, because I was traveling, right? So you can do this traveling 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, and then bump, 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 pull back. You can da-da-da-da do other things, and all of a sudden, boom, boom, as an accent, 7, 8, right? It's a nice little finish. So it's a super cool little step. So it is part of another step called the 8 count. That's one of my very favorites in the whole world. It's a Jamila Salampur step, passed down to Sohaila Salampur, passed all over the world, and of course I have it too, right? Because I learned it from her. I learned it from Sohaila, and then I also learned it from Jamila. So the end of that step is a pullback step. It's a 7-8, right? The step is called the 8 count. There's 6 glute isolations, hip isolations, and there's 1 pullback, and it makes 8 counts. So I'll show you what it looks like, and I'll explain it. So you've already learned the end of it, pullback. You've already learned the 7-8. We just have to get the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you're in second position. Your hips are diagonal. You're going to do the glute isolation we did before. Boom, 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 boom. 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right? But you're going to do it from diagonal one hip to diagonal other hip. All right? So you're going to take it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right? Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, once you hit your 6, so I'm on my right, all right, so there's a right and a left, and figure out which side you want to be with, you know, right with me or opposite, doesn't matter. So I'm putting my right hip forward, and my right hip is going to do the pullback step. My shoulders are in second, and I'm facing forward with my shoulders diagonal with my hips, bending down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so the emphasis is on my left hip. My shoulders are still forward. Now, the pullback step with the right hip. Forward, pull back. All right, did that make sense? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, pull back. Yeah, maybe? Okay, again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, pull back. It's a very cool looking step. This is about quarter time. Okay, it's done quick. It looks super cool when it's fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, pull back. Now I can go up on the balls to pull back. I can go flat. I can go 1 ball, 1 flat. Totally up to you and what your comfort level is, and I do it different every time. So there's no rules on that. It's just 6 hip isolations up, down, and then 1 pullback step, and it counts to 8. Let's try the other side. So this is my left. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, pull back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, pull back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, pull back. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, pull back. Okay, let's give it a try. This is a tricky little step just because it's friggin' fast, right? Let's try it half time. Any hip you want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, pull back. 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 Other side. 5, 6, ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, pull back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, pull back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, pull back. Okay. You want to take it full time. If not, it's okay. Take it half time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I know. Other side. Bump, 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 bump. Pull back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pull back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more. Pull back. Woo! Yay. That's nuts, right? Yeah. But it is the coolest little step. So get your aerobic capacity moving. All right, so that's my list for tonight. We did some really fun hip isolations. We did some great mechanics. Hopefully you made some notes and you have some new knowledge or review knowledge of who does what, where, and when, and how. Because it's really good to revisit this and put them all together. And as you can well imagine, if you just took the mechanics that we did tonight and arranged them in a whole different, we would have so many combinations, and I really only showed you a couple of them. There's so many. So have fun playing with this. I really enjoyed being with you. It was a little bit lonely because I usually look over and there's my friend talking to me. So I kind of kept looking in my mind and no, don't look because she's not there. It's just a habit, but we will survive. So I love you all. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for your support this whole year. Can you believe it? We've been here over a year. It's amazing. And I will see you on Saturday. That class will start at 6. And yeah, go on my YouTube channel and you'll see all the classes there labeled, organized. They're beautiful. Nikki did all that. And you can subscribe, which I hope you have or have done already or will do. And there's some great information there. And then next week, I'll be starting my beginning series on Zoom. We're not doing it this week, we're taking a week off, but we'll start next week, so I'll be posting that as well. So any questions, let me know, just send me a message, just put it on Facebook, and I'm gonna turn off one light here, because it's just super bright. Oh, yes, super bright. And I will say good night, everyone, and I will see you in a few days.